And this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's followed Eagles going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line with the Philadelphia Eagles. Bortles now on first down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Fancy footwork at the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Foles. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey Burton, 30 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They had been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Foles. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Burns the man in motion left. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 84 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A a great effort there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And out and out come the Eagles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game. And now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll look to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Ace. Ace.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow. Check.
Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A Big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
10 yards still left on second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 62 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin with a run by Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Airing it out for Hearns. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And the D looking like they may blitz. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to throw here. Now he's flushed out left. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. To throw is Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion now is Lee. Now Bortles. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Shedding through the defense. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Foles. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
To throw, it's Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Foles. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Telvin Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here's Foles. He's going to go up top for the hit. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now it's Ajayi down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right.
This is Ajayi. A strong running. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 round. Black 58 round. Ace, ace.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now back to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brad Nortman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's caught at the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They go play action here on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville in a first down. Here's Bortles to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Bortles got to have this one. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Barry Church. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On first and 10, here's Bortles. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at his own 10. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Forced out to his left. Gonna let one fly for Rupp. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They set up the screen to Ajayi. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out come the Jags. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he missed it again. The fourth time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got three.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Now Foles. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to